the average asphalt shingle should typically last around 30 years. Obviously, there's a million different factors in that. When you're further south and there's a lot more heat in the sun, you're going to get some blistering, and maybe curling of the shingle can deteriorate a little quicker. The further north you are, in the U.S., you're going to have, cold temperatures, ice damming, things like that are hard on shingles. And then, of course, hail and wind is a giant factor. If you have a lot of tree coverage, that's going to prolong the life of your shingle as well. So there's a lot of different factors, but if everything goes well, if it was installed correctly and you have a really good shingle, about 30 years is about the time you're going to want to start replacing that shingle, where it's it's got some granule loss, maybe it's starting to curl a little bit, and it's not as aesthetically pleasing as it should be, and it's about time to have your roof replaced. An asphalt shingle roof can last up to 30 years, but typically you're going to want to replace it a little before that, so you're not having any water problems or any leaks, anything like that. Again, it's just a case-by-case scenario. You could get a little bit more than the 30 years, but maybe you have some curling on the shingles and they just don't look that great, but they're still sealed down, they're not leaking, there's no blow-offs, and there's no issues, and you can really kind of push the life expectancy of that as a little bit further than the 30 years. Most people try to be a little bit more proactive, and they're around that 25-year mark. Kind of seems to be about the sweet spot. That's assuming there's no hail, there hasn't been any wind damage or anything like that, and it's just kind of been regular conditions. But about the 25-year mark is when you want to kind of really start budgeting for that roof replacement.